today for our directed drawing, we are going to be drawing a picture of our grandparents, okay? Now, you can have the option to do this once and draw it just as your grandmother, or you can draw two people, or you can draw as many as you want, or whatever you want to do. And we're going to have some creative liberties today, which means you're going to get a chance to take some steps where you are going to draw yours, and so everybody's is going to look even more different today than it normally does, because not all of our grandmothers and grandfathers look the same. But remember, we have been reading the book Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge this week, and it is all about a young boy who helps a older friend at the older folks home retrieve all of her memories. And so, not saying that all of our grandparents are old. My grandparents are old, but yours probably are not old. But you are going to get a chance to draw a picture and write about your grandparents this week. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to want your paper to be vertical on your drawing surface, okay? So you want it to be up and down, running vertically. And we are going to start by drawing an oval in the center of our paper. Now you don't want to do it too close to the top because we want to have some room for some hair, okay? So we're going to draw an oval towards the middle of our page, okay? So we're going to draw our oval. Mine looks kind of like a butter bean, but so you can kind of fix your outlines, because remember, that's why we use pencil, or Miss Gates is using dry erase, but you're going to use pencil so that you can kind of fix your lines, okay? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your grandparents' neck, okay? Now, you're going to be doing this by we're going to call them slides. So you're going to make two kind of slides coming out the side like this. See how they kind of slide down? And then you're going to connect it across the bottom of those two slides. Okay, so now we have a head. I'm actually going to kind of try to make my head come out a little further, kind of give it a little bit more of an ovally shape. All right, now, and then we have our neck. And the next thing we want to do is we want to draw our shoulders, okay? So we're going to start at the bottom of the neck, and we're going to make kind of like a hill, okay? So it's going to look kind of like shoulders, right? Coming out and down, and then we're going to connect it here with the collar of, or not the collar, the neck of their shirt, okay? So now we have a head, we have a neck, and we have shoulders and their chest, okay? Now, the next part is where you're going to have to decide, are you going to draw your grandmother or are you going to draw your grandfather? And then you're going to have to decide kind of how do you want their hair. So if I'm drawing my grandmother has kind of some poofy hair, okay? So I'm going to draw, she's got just kind of some poofy hair, okay? She likes to get her hair, she's got a perm and it's kind of curly and big, kind of poofy, all right? Now, so she kind of has some curly poofy hair, all right? Now, you might think about your granddad. It could be, or it could be your grandmother. So if your grandmother's hair is long and touches their hair, then you're going to want to make them have some long hair. If your grandmother's hair is short, you're going to make it short. If your granddad is balding and doesn't have a lot of hair, then you wouldn't draw any hair here, and you draw some hair on the sides of their head, right? So you want to make it look kind of like your grandparent, okay? So you're going to think about, what does your grandparent look like, and that's what you're going to draw, okay? The next thing you're going to do is you're going to make two circles. So you could make two footballs, or you could just make two circles, depending on what you want your eyes to look like. So we're going to draw some circles, okay? I hate that my marker does this sometimes, so I'm going to do, with a pencil, I think eyes are a little bit easier to draw, but, so we're going to draw circles, okay? And then you can add your nose and a big smile. Now, think about this. If your grandparent wears glasses, you're going to want to put some glasses on them. If your granddad has a mustache, you're going to want to draw a mustache on him, right? So you want to think about, what does your grandparent look like when you're drawing their picture? Does your grandmother have some freckles. You can add some freckles. I'm going to give some eyelashes to mine. Okay? You could give some freckles if you needed to. Okay? Now, and then you can go in and just add lots of things. So I'm going to add a little collar to my grandmother's shirt. And she normally has on like a little shawl or something because she's always cold. And she does have some glasses. So I'm going to put some glasses on her. I'm going to connect it with some things over her ears. Okay, so she's got some glasses on. And like I said, I've told y'all this before, Miss Gates is not a super great drawer or an artist, but that's okay because I just love doing this, okay? So really think about your grandparents. How do they look? What kind of hair do they have? Glasses. Are they bald? What kind of clothes do they like to wear? What are their favorite colors? Things like that, okay? Once you're finished, you're gonna trace over your pencil marks with your black marker and then add your color with your crayons, all right? And then you're gonna pair your directed drawing today with your writing on your grandparents' writing page, all right? I can't wait to read about your grandparents. You can tell me about them. You can tell me what some of your favorite things that you want to do with them or you like to do with them. Whatever you want to write about your grandparents and who you drew about. I can't wait to see them and read about them in a little while.